Hello everyone, welcome to the Captain's Video Weblog. We are Saturday, September the 17th, 2016. It's 5 a.m. It's almost 6 a.m. now that I think about it. Oh boy, this is just a mess. I'm really doing my best, but sometimes doing your best isn't the best way to go. You need to force yourself, and that's kind of the thing I'm gonna have to do as soon as possible, really, because I cannot do it as soon as my internship starts. That would be extremely dumb. Suddenly one morning I'm like up at 6 a.m. and I've been, I've been awake until 3 a.m. the night before. That's some kind of shit that I've already done. But let's not talk about it too much. So yeah, I don't think that it's gonna be gradual either. Think it's going to be one day I'm gonna go to sleep early, I'm gonna wake up way too early. It will be like 2 in the morning, and I will be like, oh fuck, I've slept all I needed to sleep, and I will stay in my bed, gritting my teeth, hoping for um, for the, the sleepiness to come back again. Um, and I think that I will very much do that this coming week, because despite the fact that it's not that hot anymore, there's still kind of the need for me to blast some cold air in my face, something that I will very much stop doing like in 2 weeks. I can assure you that much. Because this week I need to go back to Montpellier once for retrieving my diploma and making my enrollment to one of the two universities where it's still not done. I don't know why I'm playing with my hair. So yeah, that will need to be done. Oh shit. But for that I need the school certificate from my main place of enrollment, of inscription. To the school where I'm primarily a student. Um, so yeah, I really hope that it will be before Thursday, because Thursday is the last day for one university. The other one has the enrollment at one place until the end of the month, the 29th I think of September, and then until like mid to late October. But still, I don't. Since at one point I will, as soon as I get my school certificate, I will reactivate the contact with my first place of internship, because I need to start it. It's gonna last 4 months, and I need to start the other internship before March, because I kind of want some holidays before the presentation. So yeah, and during that internship, I will have to need some days to find the other internship, to find place to live, and interview for the other internship, be an interview for various internships. That's gonna be tough. But still, since it's not something that validates anything in my current year and diploma, I don't really care about losing days. It's just money that won't come in my pocket at the end of the month, because I'm paid at the hour. That I will need to do the thing where I say, hey, I'm here, hey, I'm gone. So that's gonna be something else. Yeah, so I need a place to live unless I have another internship in the region, because I cannot really do like 2012 to 2013, where I went to the university by train. That's why first video blogs were done from it was exams period, and I was at a hotel in the outskirts of Montpellier. So yeah, I walked to the tram station and said, ha ha ha, oh, it's a new day, and I've been watching Yamato. Or maybe I didn't talk about that because it was one day where I, pretty much the day I left the latest. So yeah, but still, that's going to be something interesting. I really hope that it would be actually interesting. There's going to be huge waste of time, and it's going to tire me. It's going to be something awful, and that's in that kind of moments where I can say, "Who." Thankfully, I don't have the driver's license, because if I had the driver's license, I would need to drive to there. Parents certainly wouldn't say, "Hey, why are you still here?" And I would say, "I'm waiting for the train." They would tell me, "No, no, you need to drive," and I would be like, "Well, fuck that." So yeah, but I still cannot drive because my toe. Yeah. Now that I think about it, speaking of video blogs, I was thinking about it like a couple days ago, but I didn't find the time to talk about it because wrestling, am I right? Uh, so yeah, last month YouTube started really enforcing their rule about monetized content. A rule that he's really there to please advertisers. So I still think it's a lot of bullshit. Oh boy, that video will certainly not be monetized, I guess. I've known that rule for quite a while because community guidelines. It's not something that I watch very often, but when I try to monetize that kind of shit for some reason, hoping that someone will watch it, there's always this point where YouTube will tell me, no, you cannot monetize that video, and I will be like, why? I'm filming in my garden slash apartment slash parents' kitchen, and they would tell me, nah, you cannot do it, and that's when I went to the guidelines, and so if your video has that, you cannot monetize it, and I would be like, well, fuck my ass. Um, so yeah, but most times I'm very vulgar, so I think that it goes the it's like content ID. It doesn't really go through the video. No content ID goes through the video, but I think it only goes through the metadata, like the description and all that, and tells you afterwards, nah, you cannot, you cannot monetize it. Because sometimes I'm vulgar in the descriptions. I will talk about controversial topics in the description, so that's always a good read. It's not 3 paragraphs that I will write out to the top of my head. It's just something that I will have thought about and couldn't find a time to talk about it in the video because I don't want to do another 30-minute video. That's a huge waste of time. Yeah. So, what can I tell you, really? I think it's kind of dumb to do this retroactively because apparently some YouTubers have lost, kind of a third of their revenue, and it's kind of a method. It could be interpreted as a method of censorship, really, because I mean, probably a lot of YouTubers have talked about it before me, and most will have tens and maybe hundreds and maybe thousands of times the amount of subscriber I have, which is not that complicated to have 65,000 subscribers. It's just I'm not really good at making content and at promoting myself because I still think that vlogs are kind of dumb, especially daily vlogs. So yeah, when you cut the revenue on when you demonetize a video and it's something that the creator won't do very often or just does it because he likes it, that will not push him to varying the kind of content that creator produces, and therefore it could be something that the fans like, and in that case I think that there's still something that the creator would be able to do. It's kind of compromises. It's something very important. I do believe in that. But yeah, if it's something that you're like, oh well, this video is not monetized anymore, and look, it doesn't get that much more views than other content that I produce, I guess this goes into the trash. But yeah, so I think it's kind of dumb, all that catering to advertisers. Though I understand the place that they would be coming from. They would say, yeah, but it's for you. It's money we give to you, and still, that's catering. Pandering to the advertisers. It's still kind of dumb. Um, Anyway, yeah, guess that's the end of today's video blog. Tomorrow I will talk a bit more about why the coming week is going to be very important, and I need not to fuck it up. I need to talk about to my parents about when they can bring me to the train station on Thursday, and I will also talk about football because as Marseille Lyon, very important, the Olympico. But it's tough for me to recognize Lyon as truly an Olympic. So yeah, goodbye. Thanks for watching. If you watched, obviously, what am I even saying? Bye.